Here we go. We are live once more. And I got to tell you, I'm so excited to have the opportunity to introduce you to a lovely couple. It's Jerry and Fiona Fernandez, and they are from Scotland. And, we met by fluke. We were helping each other. And the next thing you know, we said, hey, why don't I interview you? Just because you seem to be veteran a little bit now. You're almost a year to this business, and then so that way you can share your reason behind why. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we start.
Hi, the audience of Christopher, and welcome to our pages. My name is Jerry Fernandes, and this is my beautiful wife.
Fiona Fernandes.
Yes, I work as by profession. I'm a pastry chef, but currently I work for the NHS as a chef, catering to all the patients. And
And I'm an early years practitioner. I work with little children and nursery. So that's what I am.
we
Very
both work
good.
part time at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that because of COVID or just because you chose to?
No, we just chose to so that we can manage the second business that we have.
Okay. And tell us a little bit more maybe about this business. And by the way, I saw your kid there before. How many kids do you have?
Yeah, I have just one. Say hi to the
Just one
audience.
kid.
Say hi.
There he is. How you
Say hi.
doing? It's a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, so family business I think, is one of the things that I enjoy the most about our business, because you can do it as a couple and you can help each other out and you can motivate and you can grow. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about our business that we're in. So the first question, are you ready?
Yes.
You are? Okay, here we go. So why did you decide to start your own digital business?
I remember, when we moved to the UK in around 2004, I moved in. So I had an opportunity, I said, wow, to make a better quality of life. And then it was very exciting. Then over the years, my wife also joined me in the UK. And then we were just trying to better our lives. And then we noticed that sometimes our pay packet is not enough, or it is very restricted. So we are
Yeah.
wondering, what can we do? So we are trying to see if our jobs are not enough, maybe we should try to work for ourselves, perhaps have a shop. And then we said, okay, let's do it. And then we had our son, and Jaden came on the platform. And then we just left a dream for a side, and we focused on him. Then we were struggling again with a bit of,
It was hard to manage.
yes, a little bit of the childcare. And then we were
Oh,
just juggling around, because I remember one day at work, I had a phone call, you must come to work now. And my son was just left at home, and my wife was, where were you, remember?
I don't know.
I remember, Miss, my wife was busy. She had to go to work in the
Oh, I
evening.
had to go to work.
And then we had that situation.
Oh yeah, and I remember, and I had to leave Jaden with our neighbor, a little baby, because I had an emergency as well. They needed me.
Yeah. And then I was working for the employer, and they were very tight on. They were not willing to allow make the compensation. Okay, you can go and focus on your son. Then our neighbor helped us, and that particular situation was solved. So then we are thinking, what shall we do about it? Then we said, okay. Then we were finding that we needed more money, so that there was a bit of attraction that in the market that you get, like getting a bit of credit and so on. So sometimes I couldn't keep a track on it, and landed up in having incurring more debts. So, and then after that, we bought a house, and then we had a mortgage, and then we said, well, we need a car now. So our commitment, our personal needs increased, but income came down, never increased more. So, and then that led a little bit of too much of debts. And then we are thinking, what shall we do about it? I said, so then I started to, oh, I'm getting another offer from this employer. I'll go and try it. So I was keep changing the jobs, for the simple reason, because maybe if my salary was 20,000, I would get 35,000 K. So that's how I was thinking in that way. So then I realized, even when I was getting 35,000 pounds per annum, like my own,
yeah.
because I had to spend very long hours as an executive pastry chef, or sous chef, or bakery manager. So it was not working. Then we said, let's forget about all these jobs, and we tried to look for a shop, and then a pastry shop. Then we went to the bank. They said, uh, we need a loan. And then they started, okay, we can use so much. And then we saw, then afterwards we needed the inventory. Inventory is basically all the ovens, the fridges, all the running things which we need in the shop. Then we calculated all this cost. I said, oh, this is not in this is too much of a burden. And they said, we cannot proceed with this. We left the dream off the shelf. Then about maybe now it must be around
7 8 months.
7 8 months ago. Tell what happened. You found.
Yeah, so I was browsing my social media and I just came across a post, and it was somebody had shared a story which resonated to the same thing as been through. So yeah, then I showed you, I asked you to see, and then
First, yeah.
yeah,
First I was very skeptical. I said to my wife, "Oh no,
yes.
this is just a scam. I don't want to do it. I already have lots of debts, and it is really impossible." So like that, nearly 7 months passed when my wife was pestering. She said, "We are looking. Let's invest some money. We should not just be spending money on groceries and all those kind of stuff or all other things, and there is no investment." I said, "I don't know any investment," and she told me, "Watch the webinar, Jerry." That's what she told me. Watch the webinar.
And Jaden as well.
And my son as well. He said, "Jerry, watch the webinar." I said, "Hang on. I will go watch the webinar." I said, so I watched the webinar, and then it was amazing. I heard different testimony, and there was one particular testimony that really trust me, really. It blew my mind off. And it is not a scam, right? The person who shared that she had the same kind of situation like mortgage, she has to pay the insurance bills and all the outgoings what we normally have all the countries. So I said, and then she said that she joined this business. Then after like you have to put in efforts and then you'll get a result. After like around 12 months she did really well, and she paid off all the debts, and she was even able to look for a second property. I said, wow, that is it just gave me a surprise. I said, let's go for it, and that's how we registered for this webinar, and then we officially became business owners in April 14 2021.
Oh, congratulations. Wow.
Yes.
So now that you are seeing, all these testimonials that you were watching, and that compelled you that this was a legitimate business from that point. So my second question, actually, to you is, how did you know that this was a legitimate business?
The good news about our business is they give you when you pay the $149 fee for the training materials, which is hang
Yes.
on, it is refundable. So I said, let's try for it. We never thought about the refundable this. So how I came to know about that this
Yeah.
legitimate is this. So I explored the platform, which we have currently have more than 105,000 members. So I saw all the members and how well they're doing, even our coaches and other members in the community. And then I asked question if I had a doubt. Oh, is it true you're doing so well? I didn't, and then some members did reply, yes, this is really a good business, and you have to put efforts, and you can see results. And then I said, let's go for it. And then when we just got an insight of all the posts and all the real testimonials that we watched online on our special platform, I came to know it is a legitimate business, especially because I've heard that not heard at that time, I'm saying I heard it that this business is, you can register with example, if it is in the UK with HMRC, or if it is in
Oh,
India with the Indian government, or if it is in Canada with the Canadian government. So everything that you earn is accountable, and we have a proper website and everything. So I came to know it is legitimate business, and it is not fit. And then we just joined, and as the journey goes, it is just getting more and more brilliant, and it's getting very better. Yes.
do you find that also, for me anyways, it's all the learning that we've been exposed to in the training. It's just remarkable how they are so diligent at improving the training. And we were just away for about a month from looking at the training portal, and next thing you know, there's like 5, 6 new training session that were presented, and they were very valuable, and we took them. And next thing you know, you're always learning. And that's the part that I like about our business. It's evolving, it's improving. And I don't know about you, but also the part that we have such a supporting team around
We
us,
agree with you.
right? From all over the world. I mean, look, you and I, we met for a particular social media site that we actually had a little video meeting together just to help each other. And now I found that you're amazing at doing something else in the business that you're going to be able to also help us to improve. And
Yeah.
that's what this business is about. Is you're not alone. How many business that you're going to be going in, like your pastry business, which you have brick and mortar, you have your insurance, you have the rent or the mortgage, you have the employee, you have all of the pastry, the flour and everything else that you need to
Yes.
buy, and you have to store. So the investment is quite large, and
Yeah.
in this case it is not. And you don't need a brick and mortar. You just work from anywhere. You can work from your house, you can work from a vacation home, you can work anywhere really. As long as you
Yeah.
have an internet connection, a laptop or a cell phone, you're good to go. So that's really the beauty for me. Well, thanks for sharing that, by the way. That's well said, both of you. I'm going to have another question for you, and
Yes.
maybe Fiona can answer this one. Let's see. Let's see.
We'll
So,
see.
Fiona, we
Yes.
have another question. So, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you learned since becoming a digital business owner?
Right. So yeah. You're doing most of the
Mommy,
learning.
I do most of the learning, but my wife she does
I
support
help him a lot.
a lot. But she's like a what's the word it is?
Work.
Like silent supporter.
Oh,
Oh,
And she backs me up. She says, "Yeah, let's go. We'll do it." So I'll take that question. So
sorry.
I'll help my wife a bit.
okay. Totally
So
fine.
the thing is, I would take it in order in three flow points. The first one, I would say our world class, matchless training materials, and the second one, we have our own masterminds, which helps all the community members when they are stuck with something. And the third one is very most important is the community chat line that we have for a different media. So these are the lifelines of a community, and this is what that makes us special. That this business. So it's so interesting because if I had not had access to the training materials, my knowledge would never have gone such wide. In example, with the social media marketing or with the creating of the different kind of ads or the campaigns, or able to share my knowledge with others because the training boosted us. So I'm really so grateful for these three things that gave us this unique opportunity.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Very well said, by the way,
Mm.
Jerry. You must have
Yeah.
rehearsed that one. That was just too perfect. Well, one last thing. Can you
Yes.
tell me if, let's say, there's someone out there that's kind of sitting on the fence and is wondering, I'm just not sure that this is for me. What would you advise them to do?
Our business simple tagline is please watch the webinar, because when you watch the webinar, what happens? You get all the information. You break your what is it called? Your ignorance, because
Right.
it shouldn't be little knowledge is a dangerous thing, but it should be a webinar is that gives you all the information, because when you explore you will get all the relevant materials. You'll understand how the business concept works and how our business community works worldwide. So I just welcome you guys to just watch the webinar. There's no chance for you guys to just be a fence sitter. So when you're on a fence sitter, what happens? You're in the middle of it and you're thinking, where shall I jump? Shall I jump towards my right or left? Or shall I just stand and I live in balance, just looking where I'm going to go safely? Where the simple thing is, join us. We are there as your mentors, and Christopher is there. Is such a amazing business partner. I never knew him. I will just put a question in a particular chat line, And I said, oh, I'm really struggling. I'm not able. So imagine getting it from that 105,000 membership, one member just coming to your rescue. You say, hang on, try this one. I will help you. He doesn't know me even more. He doesn't know us at all. He said he will help me. So what I'm trying to say is the webinar that will open the gateway to many opportunities. The webinar is a flashpoint so that you will get all the knowledge, and it will break down all any misconceptions that you have whether our business is illegitimate. It is legitimate, come on. So that's why we've invited you guys to watch the webinar, and you'll meet more new members like Christopher Sage and his beautiful wife, and all the different members. So it's amazing because when we are in the worldwide community, sometimes there are different restrictions, and we are wondering how can we travel, how can we make new friends, how can we network. Well, watch the webinar. That is the answer. How can I better my lifestyle? How can I fund my children's expenses? How can I travel more? How can I buy that lovely car that I'm looking for? How can I pay off all these debts which I owe so I can just be debt free and help someone else when I have the excess? Well, the answer is simple. Watch the webinar.
And if you're not sure, you can even get your money back after you pay your
Yeah,
month.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said, Fiona, because it's you have a full 30 days to just look at
Yeah.
all the various component, and you're going to be welcome to also you'll be joined actually to our chat and to our to visualize all of the conversation, so you get to see what's happening, and then you can make the decision on your own.
Yeah.
So no one's forcing anyone to do anything, and there's no risk. And then that money that you're putting in, if you decide to join, it will go towards setting up all of your platforms, which is not much. So great deal. Thank you so much for sharing your experience, both of you, Jerry and Fiona. I look forward one day to come and visit you in Scotland. That's
Yes,
Yes.
welcome.
one of my
Welcome,
bucket
sir.
lists. Yeah, I want to see
Welcome,
Scotland.
yes.
Yeah, I'd love to
And
meet you. And go ahead.
and
You
we
were saying something.
Yes, thanks.
and we have a lot of distilleries around here, just close by.
What?
Yes, that's
This,
great.
and
I'm
we can
looking forward
smell
to
the
it.
whiskey, the hops.
Well, the Scotch is also on the second on the list. I didn't want anyone judging me right now. But at the end of the day, you're also welcome to come to Alberta one day and visit. You're always going to be welcome to our place. So I look forward to
Thank
meeting you. And we will meet again, I'm sure. So take care. Thank you for your
Yeah.
time. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much for inviting us.
Thank you.
it. It's a
Yes.
real pleasure. It's a real pleasure.
Appreciate
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Yeah.
See you.
Bye.